Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with the Grand Challenge 2025. This is part number 2, and we are getting into battle number 24. Now, our opponent here today is going to bring in a Samurott and a Dragonite, and of course, we're going to come in here with our Indeedee and our Exeggutor. Now, at first glances, you're thinking to yourself, you know what, Corey, we're going to be able to go for the Expanding Force here. Yeah, I thought so too, but then I saw the Samurott. This Samurott is actually a Hisuian Samurott, and that means that it is a dark and water type Pokemon. So what we're going to end up having to do here is we're actually going to have to go for the Leaf Storm on this thing. So first things first, we're going to swap out our Indeedee, come in with our Cantonian Ninetales, and we're going to set up the Sun with the Drought ability. That's going to give us ×2 speed for our Chlorophylled Exeggutor. So that should allow us to be able to attack first to the opposing side. Luckily for us, our Leaf Storm was a huge success. We took out Samurott, there was no terrestrialization, and our opponent is down by 1 Pokemon. However, we are going to lose a little bit of health there from our Life Orb, and the Scale Shot is going to come in here now. So Scale Shot is a move that can hit up to about 5 times, but when it's done, it's going to allow the opposing Pokemon to have a boost in its speed. So unfortunately for us, we are going to lose our Exeggutor here because it did hit, I think it was 5 times in a row. And there it is. The speed is going to be boosted, but the defenses are going to fall. Now the defense falling is good if we use our Como. However, I think what we're going to need to do here, we're going to have to come in with the Indeedee. The opposing trainer is going to bring in a Alolan Ninetales, and that's going to be able to take away the sun and set up a hailstorm, basically a snow warning. I keep forgetting it's called snow warning in this generation. I keep thinking it's called hail still. But what we're going to do is we are going to go in and hopefully get a heat wave off here. However, I think what we'll do is we'll swap it for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball is going to change to the type of the weather that's currently in effect, which means that it should be an ice type move. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go for the Follow Me with the Indeedee, which is going to redirect all moves into Indeedee except for those that can hit multiple Pokemon at once. Obviously in this case that is Blizzard. And here we go with the Weather Ball that is going to go right into the Dragonite. Now unfortunately for us, this is not an Inner Focus Dragonite, it is a Multiscale, which means that it's only going to take a small portion of damage as its first turn. So we don't actually get to take out the Dragonite there. It goes for another Scale Shot, which is going to drop its defenses down there once again, hit 4 times in a row. And then, of course, it's going to boost up its speed there once again. Now, I don't believe it got any damage from the Rocky Helmet because it is not a pure physical connecting move. So unfortunately for us, there's no little damage there. But we are going to come in here with our Como. Now this is a Pokemon that you don't normally see me use on this team. I just never really worked it into the battles that we've had so far. So we are going to lock in for another Aura Sphere. Not Aura Sphere, sorry, a Weather Ball. And then of course we are going to go for the Flash Cannon into the Alolan Ninetales. However, our opponent has now decided to go for their terrestrialization this turn and has changed the Alolan Ninetales into being a pure water-type Pokemon, which will mean that any kind of fire-based moves or any kind of moves that were good against the ice-type are not going to be in effect. Here comes the Scale Shot from the Dragonite that actually hit 2 to 3 times. Got a critical hit, which was pretty impressive, and unfortunately for us, knocks out our Ninetales. Now, with the Como, we're going to be very lucky here if we're going to be able to get any kind of a hit off onto the opposing side, because that Ninetales is extremely fast. So it's actually managed to get a Blizzard off here, and our Flash Cannon, even though we barely survived here to get that hit off, it's not really going to do anything here this match. So I'm afraid that this is going to be game here. I'm pretty sure my opponent does pick up the KO here with that Scale Shot. And, you know, if you guys enjoyed the battle, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Post your comments in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next battle. Peace out.